Just finished the tour with Christian, but everything looks like it came out really well. Hopefully. I have no idea actually until I look at the footage. Yeah, I mean, this is it in all its glory. I actually haven't shown this. I was gonna wait until the video or the tour video to show this, but I'll go give you guys a little sneak peek at this guy. All right, so right now I am setting up for the tour that Christian is gonna film for me, and I'm gonna tour the entire rig and everything. But in that tour, I am not going to show the setup. So I'm gonna time lapse the entire setup right now for my vlog. And then the tour will come out later this week. So let's check that out right now. Yo, what's up everybody? How we doing? I'm doing great, thank you for asking. I realized late last night that I was like, I wonder how long it's been since I've done any work on my Jeep. Put it to the point where it's like, I would say like 95% complete. I looked at the calendar and it's pretty much, I stopped working on the Jeep a couple days before I went up to Seattle. So it has been 4 weeks today. You guys, anybody that's built, you know, anything of that nature, whether it's a van, whether it's an overlanding rig or whatever it may be, for me, my life revolves around that. Your mind never stops going. The gears are always turning. You don't sleep much at night because you're always thinking, or at least that's how I am. It was hard for me to put down that project until I got it to the point where it's been. Now that I have used it just once, but I wanted to kind of get it all like situated. That's where I'm at right now. I got to do that last 5%. I've got some really big, or I got one big trip planned, but I've got 2 festivals coming up. Have the Jeep ready to go so I can display it, not maybe to its fullest potential, but like darn close to it, right? First couple weeks of May, I'm going to VanFest USA, which is in Utah, and Tiny Fest, which is down in San Diego. And I want to make sure that, you know, the Jeep looks good. Plus I'll be speaking at both of those events. So what's going on behind me is all of this stuff, and I'll flip the camera around. All of this stuff right here is hopefully going to be going into the Jeep. Down there is the Guzzle H2O. Want to take this on the trip. Water filtration system. But you know, I gotta fit all of that into the rig. Not all of it. There's gonna be obviously some things I don't bring. I want my rig to be like all dialed in, and then like if I wake up on like a Thursday morning and I'm just like, man, I gotta get out, I can just get in the Jeep and go. I don't have to worry about, I need to pack this or do this. It's like, that's why I designed it the way that I did. So this video will kind of be just about me hopefully finishing up the last 5% of the rig. All right, so it's been a few days since I have turned on the camera and actually done really any work to inside of the Jeep. This is a Rotopex water tank. With the water, it's been really like weird to play with. When I took it out on the first trip, I use these green jugs, which I'll go inside and I'll show you. I use this guy right here. You know, it's a 20 liter or like just 5 gallons-ish, right? I had a tube running down inside of that and I would pump the water out of it. My original idea was to do that, you know, have portable water, and also gray water would just use gravity. I'd actually use another one of those for the gravity to go down into the gray tank. But now I'm going to attach one of these Rotopex to the side of one of the slides, and that'll be my sink water. And then my drinkable water, I will go and fill up either at a glacier station, but the sink water, you still need to, like, you know, clean off things or maybe wash your hands or, you know, things of that nature. You want that sink available while you're out camping. It's just a lot easier that way. Now, what I did was, if you are familiar with Rotopex caps, these are them right here. The Rotopex cap is see-through. or not see-through, that's a dumb word. You know, it's meant for this thing. It's meant for this, you know, and that would, you know, screw in, and that's your seal, and, you know, it works that way. So I tried to find one of these bad guys online that was solid, and you could not find one. They just don't exist that fit over the Rotopex. I don't know why Rotopex doesn't sell them for purposes like that I wanted to do, but what I did was I found like a plastic piece, and then I adhered it to this, and then I drilled it, and then I put in like a check valve, and it's a quick release check valve. So the other side to this is actually in the sink, and what I'll do is I'll hook it up to that. So when I put water in it, it'll be there, it will not leak, and then when I can check valve it right to it, it'll work. I'm not worried about it in the least because I tested this thing, and then I used Sikaflex as a sealer. Go out to my rig. All right, I did want to show this. A lot of people are commenting on the other video that I did with this, that they're like, oh, how does that protect against weather? Hello, I got custom covers. That was not difficult. These things were a little expensive. I think they were like 120 a piece. I have 2 of them. So they are UV protected, they are weather protected, rain, snow, you know, all that stuff. It's like a vinyl. It's got on the bottom of it, it has drawstrings, okay? And they're easily can just come right off. So that actually covers everything that you need. Let me take this one off and I'll show you what I did to it. Now I know this isn't the full tour, but you know, I'll go over all of this again in the full tour. This is a seating deck, okay? This is a, if I'm by myself for the most part and there's maybe nobody around, I can put my table on this lagoon mount and I can use this, and maybe I'm overlooking, you know, a valley or a lake or a river or something along those lines, and I can get some work done outside. I want to be outside with nature. Boom, this thing is a seating. When I took it out the first time, you know, this wasn't completed. So I had this, and originally I was gonna make this the door right here. I was gonna make this open up. However, I did not realize, I did not take this into effect. The door can't open, it cannot swing open because of the side of my Jeep. So I made this into a drop down. This is a stainless steel piano hinge or continuous hinge, and then boom, it just opens up like so. That's it. All right, so some of you guys may be saying to yourself, Jarrod, I cannot believe that you are leaving van life to go to Jeep life. And I've talked about this a little bit before. It's not that I'm ever leaving van life. I will probably build another van again. And I love designing small spaces. I love figuring out what is needed in small spaces. I do want to get into some tiny home development and things like that. So I don't share everything that I have in the works with everybody on here. So just try and keep that in mind. I will also state this. For urban camping or stealth camping, I came up with this idea. If needed in my Jeep, which I will probably do very rarely, but if I need to, I can put this back seat down. Sorry for the sun. Okay, and I can put my front seat down, and I can do this either side. I just picked it going this direction, and I can diagonally, boom to boom, sleep this way. I even got my tape measure, and I measured it, and it works just fine. So you might be saying to yourself, well, Jarrod, you've got this big void down here. Well, I travel with clothing. I travel with, you know, things that I could stuff down in here and make this into a makeshift bed, whether it's a one-night thing or whatever it may be. Also, not to mention the reclining on the front seats are ridiculous. Now, that might not be the most comfortable sleeping position. It wouldn't be a forever thing. It would be for me traveling. It would be stealth camping. It wouldn't be like crazy, I'm living out of the back, you know, air or this section of my Jeep. So I want to use the rooftop tent to the best of its abilities. However, if I do need to, you know, do some urban camping, I can. The reason I bring this up is because I'm going to heavily get back into stand-up comedy. Now you may be saying to yourself, Jarrod, what was the point of getting rid of the van then? Because I wanted to settle roots down somewhere. That is for a different video on a different day. All right, so I'm packing up the Jeep right now, and I'm treating this as like I was actually to go on a trip, whether it was for a weekend, a week, a month, 2 months, whatever it is. I am packing up the Jeep to how I would do it right now in this vlog. And the reason I'm doing that is because Christian, my buddy, is coming over, and he is going to do a video of me doing a tour of my entire Jeep with a rooftop tent and the build out that I have. I'm charging up devices. I got all my stuff here. I would actually normally do this. This is my Jackery power bank, and I am going to be bringing that with me to just show that, like, look, this is what I'm going to be bringing with me. That's one of my power sources. That's going to be the power source for when I'm inside the tent. So it'll be up inside the tent. I also have the Rely on Outback, which is a power source. So that is, you know, part of, I'm charging it up right now. It's plugged into the wall. What I'm taking out to the Jeep right now, which we'll walk out there, is the table that I have for, you know, one of my seating deck area. So let's walk on out there, and it's a whirlwind of just emotions and the last, you know, few months of me putting an effort into this, all that good stuff. So maybe I'm not truly authentic here by saying this is how I would pack up for a trip. Normally would put it underneath the tarp, but I know it's gonna be a nice day out, so I don't really care if it's above or below the tarp. And then everything else, like I have like a bin full of just stuff that I would take with me camping that I can't fit in here. I would either put the bin right here, or I'm gonna put it in the back seat. I'm probably just gonna use the back seat of the Jeep itself. So yeah, again, this video is gonna be all over the place, going back and forth. Yeah, let's go to the rest of the video, I guess. I just finished the tour with Christian. He's actually putting my panels back on for the electrical box area. But everything looks like it came out really well. Hopefully. I have no idea actually until I look at the footage. I'm super excited for this video to come out this week. Yeah, I mean, this is it in all its glory. I actually haven't shown this. I was gonna wait until the video or the tour video to show this, but I'll go give you guys a little sneak peek at this guy. So this was the inside of my box area, and obviously I have all my Stanley products, which are phenomenal. Coffee and you know, all of my cooking and silverware is up in there. But yeah, this is pretty much everything, even toilet paper holder, right? Boom. Guys, if you guys aren't already, go subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna be doing a lot more adventuring out here in the wilderness with the Jeep, with Christian eventually. I'm gonna be going to a lot of festivals. I'm gonna be doing a lot of traveling. I'm gonna be going into cities. I might even be stealth camping in this. What? Stealth camping in the Jeep? Who does that? Christian, anything positive to say? Jeez.
Jeep looks sick.
Thanks, man. I really wasn't looking for a compliment, but I'll take it. All right, guys. See you next time.